Hi there, it's Miko, and it's time for another Nancy Drew game. It's been a while. Also, if you have been watching my videos, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed them. I've made a short teaser, if that's what it is, for this game. I'll post a link in the description below in case you want to watch that, or you can listen to Nancy tell you in a little bit, or both. It's up to you. So, without further ado, let's start playing The Curse of Blackmoor Manor.
Welcome to my latest case, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
Not new, but I will choose Junior just because I'm hopefully will get a little bit more game experience.
Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Although right now I'm not so sure
Hong
about
Kong.
the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blackmoor Manor, where the daughter of one of our neighbors is living. The daughter, whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Pendleton, a British diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with Linda are Hugh's aunt, Mrs. Drake, and Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill.
She looks angry.
She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is convinced something is terribly wrong and wants me to find out what. So here I am, about to be dropped off at a huge centuries-old mansion in the
Don't
middle
get
of
lost.
a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out.
Probably the last
Talk
one.
to you soon. I hope.
I hope.
Nancy.
Miss, good luck.
Thank you, good chap. And our fears. What does this say? Blackmoor Manor. It's very creaky. If you're creeped out, why are you walking this slowly? Hurry up. Get inside before something happens.
Nancy.
Knew it. Don't look around, go inside.
Who's there? Hello?
Like they'll answer. Knock. Hurry. That doesn't sound good.
There's something out there!
Where, child?
How could you not have seen
Over
that?
there! I mean, something was out there.
Come in.
Don't be so annoyed. I'm not crazy.
I'm Mrs. Drake. I take it you are Nancy Drew?
I am.
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake. I heard something too.
No need to convince
People
her.
are always seeing and hearing things on the moor at night, especially you Americans. Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon on the door.
I'd like to see Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid Linda is, not quite ready to meet with you just now.
Just
But
now?
please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm in my room already. I thought I would have to remember the moon and find my door, but I guess not. Let's take a look around. Ludi sin gaudio ludi non sunt. I think it's Latin, but I don't know any Latin, so don't know what it says. And this looks like a puzzle. Star. This is like a compass. North. There's a big clock here. Do I have to unpack literally? No, I guess not. I'm so excited to play this game because I've played this many years ago.
Wonder what goes there. Something fits in here, but what?
Don't know, and I don't have anything yet, do I? Is this my inventory? Yes. Acquired items. As I was saying, I played this many years ago. Ooh, I have a journal. And I really loved it. So I was a lot younger and maybe a little bit more creeped out more easily. But we'll see if I get as scared as quickly still. Even though I can't send emails while I'm in England, too expensive, I can use my cell phone to surf the web. Which reminds me, wonder if there's anything on the web about Blackmoor Manor, so I should check that out then. Linda Bevelin's mother had the had the Penvalins invite me to Blackmoor Manor because she wants me to figure out why her daughter has been acting so strangely. Personally, the first thing I'd like to figure out is what that red-eyed thing was that I saw outside when I first arrived. Yeah, me too. Talk to Linda ASAP. After all, she's why I'm here. Figure out where the conservatory is and talk to Mrs. Drake. Who's Mrs. Drake? Is she the housekeeper or something? Note to self. When a task has been completed, remember to check it off.
That's done.
Alright, so I have a cell phone. And she said look it up on the web. Click search button to search the World Wide Web via keywords. Search? How do I do this? Blackmoor Manor. In Essex, in the UK. Built in the 12th century by a warrior named Randolph the Red, Blackmoor Manor is one of the oldest residences in England. Randolph and his descendants came to be known by the ancient name for the area surrounding Blackmoor, Penvellyn. The Penvelyns have inhabited the manor ever since it was built. It was abandoned in 1650 after its owner was executed for witchcraft, but by 1715 the Penvelyns had moved back into the manor and re-established themselves as a respectable, wealthy family, a reputation which remains to this day. That doesn't really teach me anything, does it? Directory, Mrs. Petrov and Nick, I can call them. So let's check off what I just did. Oh wait, that is not a task, it just said it here, alright. So this is a puzzle, I don't have what I need to open that, but I do remember that I was able to open that. Wait, I want to turn around. What's this? Alright. So I have, what does it say? Equinoctium vernum. I can move it like pages. Again, I think it's letter north, east, south, west. Cassiopeia, Hercules. Well, I know Hercules from the Greek mythology. Corvus, Gemini, and Ursa Major. I will need that later, I think. This needs a telescope.
A tripod. For a camera, maybe?
A camera? Why would you want a camera? Are you making all that noise? I think you are. A phone? Cook. What will happen?
Boar's Head Pub, this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew.
Right. Nancy Drew, out at the old Blackmoor Manor, are you? You must be Hank Marvin
Hank
up there.
Marvin, what
It's
does
about
that
your
mean?
kitchen, but we'll fix you up for some Becks and Posh. Just tell me what you like.
Becks and Posh, I don't know what that is.
Okay, what do you have?
We've got some loop-de-loop, bangers and mash, a real fine pinky
Pinky
and
and
perky,
perky.
and a delicious dog's eye, me fork and knife, just rubber-ducked.
He's speaking in riddles.
Hello?
Could you repeat that?
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop, bangers and mash, pinky and perky, and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
All Robin Hood. The only thing I know is bangers and mash. But do I need to order some food right now? I don't know. I think I'll pass.
I think I'll pass for now.
Oh, alrighty. Well, you know, we're the May West round here, especially for a gym. And don't worry if you haven't got an Oscar, because the cheese will pay for everything. But feel free to ring us, even for a bowler.
Yes, we'll go bowling sometime. Thank you.
That's not what he means. Who's you? We'll go bowling sometime.
I'm sorry, I cannot take your call right now. Either leave me a message at the embassy or call me back later. Thank you.
Alrighty then. Oh, I can play with the time again. It's like with Treasure in the Road Tower that I just played recently. But I don't want to right now, so can I please leave? How do I do that? Do I have to? I don't wanna. Cancel. Why would I make it dark in here? It's creepy enough as it is. I can go to bed, but I don't think I'm that tired. This is also looks like Greek mythology to me. Could be several people though. can leave, but did I check everything? Can play with this? Stop. What's this? These are the shapes that are on my wall. This is the dragon. Oh wait, I can move this. I don't have enough information for this yet. I just know I don't. No. But I'll remember that that's here. Book.
John Penvelin.
Penvelin, that's the family where I am right now. Granny and the water fairy. In a faraway place, beside a pond since gone dry, there lived a frog named Granny, and he was very happy. Granny was content to live by himself and never ventured into the pond, for back then it was a fearsome place full of crocodiles that lurked beneath the surface, just waiting for a tasty little morsel like Granny to swim by. Is that a coincidence that this book is about a frog? When I just walked in, there were all these froggies outside. But one day, a beautiful princess appeared on the other side of the pond. Like Granny, she was by herself, for she had been unfairly banished from her father's kingdom. Sometimes at night, Granny could hear her singing sad songs and talking to herself out of loneliness. He longed to swim across the pond so they could keep each other company, but he knew the crocodiles would eat him if he tried. Well, there are a lot out there. So he sat on the shore, croaking mournfully in the moonlight, all alone. Then one day, a kind-hearted water fairy appeared in the mist above the swamp that surrounded the pond, and told Granny that she would help him cross the pond so that he and the princess could be together. Oh, what's this? Water, earth, fire, air. Can I take a picture with this? No. So I need to remember that. How? Granny asked. I cannot swim across, for the crocodiles are fast and fierce and have eaten more friends and relatives than I dare to count. You will not have to swim, the water fairy replied, for I shall make a path for you. And don't forget, crocodiles tend to hide in the middle of the pond and near trees, and they hate boats. With that, a lily pad suddenly appeared in the pond in front of Granny. Although he was still afraid, he summoned his courage and hopped onto it. Then another lily pad appeared, and after that another, then another. Granny leapt from one to the next, his tiny heart pounding in his chest. Until at long last he leapt from the last lily pad onto the dock where the princess sat. She was delighted to see the little frog, and when she realized that Granny had made a perilous journey across the pond just to be with her, she smiled for the first time since her banishment. So grateful was she for Granny's company that she gave the water fairy a gift, a bright red key, which the water fairy soon put to use. And all three lived happily ever after. So that red key, is that what I need for something? I think it might be. Alright, let's leave my room because I think I've seen everything. So my room is with the moon. The door with the moons.
Oh, Ethel, do I have to learn this?
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Oh.
Is that here?
We're in lessons right now.
I need the key.
The red key?
This is not a good time.
They are very friendly here. Bling? Is this stairs making noise? I think it is. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't know what this is. Alright, I need to know the order. it does. A key! Alrighty. So, I solved my first puzzle. I've got a key. But what would that open? Would that be for the keyhole that I found in the wall here? That would be too easy, wouldn't it? This one.
The key fits, but it won't turn. I need to put some kind of grease in there first.
Alright, so it does fit here then. But I need grease. I told you that was too easy. So I need to remember that by the... I think this is where the little girl, where her room is. But there's the keyhole with the key. This looks creepy.
I need something else for this.
I can't even tell what you're doing, Nancy. What do you mean, something else?
Oh, forget it. Stay in Italy as long as you want, then. Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
Is that Linda? Oh, I can't go in here.
Linda? Hi, it's me, Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, our friendly neighborhood detective. Well, welcome to Blackmoor Manor. I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
And I'm sorry to have to bother someone in your condition, so how are you feeling?
So, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like... I feel like something really strange is happening.
You're scaring me. Could you be more specific? I don't know if I want to know more. Your mother is very concerned. That's true.
Your mother is very concerned about your condition.
My condition? What's my mother told you? What her son-in-law keeps telling me? That it's all in my head? That I'm just an unhappy new bride? That I just need time to adjust? I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry. But that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy. There are some doors that should never be opened. There are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known. That's everything you need to know.
That's not
Now
a lot. Oh.
Mummy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
That was my stepdaughter. She can be such a pest sometimes.
She sounds friendly.
Anyway, I understand you feel an obligation to my mother, but trust me, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend that you go home as soon as possible.
Wait, to scare someone? I can't go home empty-handed. It might jeopardize my ace detective status. I didn't know Nancy was this arrogant. Please, Linda, just tell me what's wrong. I'll say this because it's funny.
I can't go home empty-handed. It might jeopardize my ace detective status. Linda? Okay, I'll let you rest. But I'll be back. I'm here for you if you need me.
She's like, oh my god.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, she's done.
I'll be going now.
She doesn't want to speak to me anymore. She does have a phone though. And soap and a mirror. Why is her room so creepy? Is this really... This is what she does all day? She's in bed behind that sheet? In a room that's totally covered up? Pictures. This is her? I think it is. She looks very unfriendly, to be honest. And this is you. I tried to call him, but he was too busy for me, and he was on the phone with her. She's angry at him because he wants to stay in England? Was that where he was, or somewhere else? I don't know. A lot of paintings. Jane is gone. What's this?
This must be Mrs. Drake's room. Guess she's not in her room.
No, she said she would go to the conservatory.
Guess she's not in her room. Oh, it's just a parrot.
Want a cracker?
Polly want a cracker?
Not Polly! Lolo! 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 Lolo!
What a
Okay,
annoying
I get the
parrot.
point. Lulu.
Lolo, 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 Lolo.
Do you know Latin?
Do you by any chance know Latin?
Because I don't.
Quiste rogavit, bene vidi vici, semper ubi sub ubi, morituris status.
Veni Vidi
I'll
Vici,
take
I
that
know
as
that.
a yes. Would you mind translating something for me?
Fire away.
Equinoctium vernum.
The longest day of the year is solstitium, the summer solstice. The shortest day is bruma, the winter solstice. Equinoctium vernum is a spring equinox. Equinoctium autumnalis is a fall equinox. Day equals night. Lulu's always right.
Oh my god, that parrot is very annoying. Alright. Bye, bird.
Bye, bird.
Don't leave me. I love you. The time has come for closing book.
So the parrot translates Latin for me, because that's normal.
I need the key.
Ibis
I need the
vivat,
key.
Who's the
ben
pretty bird in the
vivat.
mirror?
So he also probably knows what this means,
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror?
but he's annoying, so I'm not gonna speak to him right now. Oops.
There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Mrs. Petrov. How is everything? Have you seen Linda yet?
Not really. She doesn't show herself. Literally speaking, no. But I did talk to her, and she told me anything. She seemed really depressed. Well, I wouldn't say she's suppressed. She's just, I don't know, kind of negative and forbidding.
Literally
Foreboding.
speaking, no, but I did talk to her. Not that she told me anything.
I'm just about at my wit's end. I've never known her to act like this. The last doctor that examined her said that aside from a little dry skin, which is not unusual for her, she was perfectly fine.
So it's all in her head then. Why is she hiding behind that curtain?
Why is she hiding behind that curtain?
I have no idea. When I was out there last week, I got fed up and pulled the curtain back. She threw a fit, but otherwise she looked absolutely normal. A little pale, perhaps, but who wouldn't be pale, cooped up like that? Something has changed her. Something in that house. Hugh is just as bewildered and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
Where is Hugh? Yes, where is he?
Where is Hugh?
He was called to Rome. As a diplomat, he's always being called out of the country without warning and without any say in the matter. He'd much rather be there with Linda, although...
Although what?
Although
Finish your
what?
sentence.
It's just that Hugh said it hasn't been very easy for him to talk to her lately. Whenever he calls, which is at least once a day, Linda always seems to fly off the handle for no reason, which doesn't make sense. Linda has always been extremely level-headed and even-tempered. She never gets angry. At least she didn't used to.
Interesting. Who exactly is Mrs. Drake? Yeah, I want to know that.
Who exactly is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
You can say that. I noticed.
I noticed.
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory, slouching around, trowel in hand, murmuring to herself. You'd think she was burying something. Or somebody.
Somebody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petrov.
Goodbye, Nancy. Oh, one more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit if she had to work. So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
No, just answer. Why is nobody answering my calls? I'm here to help you and you leave me all alone.
I can't leave Blackmoor yet.
I don't want to leave, I just wanted to look at the door.
I need something else for this.
Why does she say something else when I literally have nothing? Is this family? Is this Latin again? He's standing in front of that statue. But how does this help me? I don't know. There are so much more. Oh, I wanted to look at those other paintings. Where did they go? So this is the moon and the sun and a rainbow. doesn't make sense to me. H. Pro Veribus. This is a door. Is this a conservatory? Looks like it though. Or a creepy Mrs. Brown, what's her name? Yes, I don't remember her name anymore. So she is Hugh's aunt. So she's probably not a fan of Linda then.
Looks like John Pendleton may have developed some of the plants that are in here himself.
The Amateur Plant Hybridizers Association of Great Britain presents the 1912 award for outstanding achievement to John Pendleton. Alright. What's that noise? Froggies! Is this from the story? Wait.
Doesn't work.
No, why would it? I think this is
This
a
must
puzzle.
be some kind of well, but where's the water?
Why does it not work?
A carnivorous plant. Cool.
Cool, she says. There goes. Bye-bye, fly.
That's probably not a good idea.
No, don't touch it. Oh, here she
All
is.
settled in? Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household. And if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
I don't like you. Is anyone else staying here? Do you know what's wrong? Well, I can say this, but she'll probably say, I didn't see anything, you're just making it up.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you
Like I
saw a
said.
stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
Blah, blah, blah.
Who else is staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Penvillans have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have two other house guests. Our Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvillan family history in the library, and Ethel Bossany, Jane's tutor.
So that's who I heard. She has a lot of strong opinions, though, this lady. Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation.
I don't think
England
that
is not the United States. We do things differently, or should I say properly, here. The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
I think there's more to it. Is that what you believe? Yeah, why else would she say that? That's a weird question.
Her mother told me she refuses to let anyone see her. Is that true?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything. All I've been told is that Linda is unwell and that in her stead, I must look after matters.
Which you
Now,
don't mind.
please, I really do not have time to entertain you.
You're
You
not
may have the run of the
entertaining.
house, but do not break anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours. Two rules Jane seems incapable of following. And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather unorthodox.
Unorthodox.
I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room. Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
Yeah, I already called them. Spoke up and stuck at the boy's head, but frankly, I'm not at all sure what he said. Well, is she able to understand it?
I spoke with Mr. Tucker at the Boar's Head pub, but frankly, I'm not at all sure what he said.
Yes, his language is quite colourful, isn't
Colourful.
it? He's Cockney, you see. My brother Alan and I loved to make up Cockney rhymes when we were young. We'd drive our governess quite batty. Haven't got a pot of glue, haven't got a pot of glue. Ha! How we teased her.
Pot of glue?
Pot of glue?
A clue, dear. Haven't got a clue. Rhymes with glue, you see.
So I have to rhyme everything he says then. All right.
This conservatory is very beautiful, But why isn't there any water in the well?
I'm not quite sure. We never really used it, but it was always full of water. That is until my brother died. And then it just dried up. Most of these plants were brought over by my grandfather. He was quite the adventurer. I remember when he brought back Lulu from the Amazon. At first, Mother wouldn't allow us to play with it because it had picked up too many unsuitable words from sailors. But it gradually learned proper manners.
That's funny.
Can you tell me about Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old. Please be very careful with her, especially if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
All right, that's a very nice way of saying that the parrot will poop everywhere if I give the wrong things.
Goodbye.
Run along.
Run along. I'm not a child. Maybe to her I am. What can I look at?
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
No. What's this?
Do you have allergies, Mrs. Drake?
Oh, yes. Hay fever. Although I'm not at all sure what's worse, my allergies or that medication. It makes me feel as if I'm about to float right out of my shoes.
May cause drowsiness. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery. Interesting. Didn't that Linda say that she felt a little, well, not drowsy, but weak? Maybe someone is poisoning her. Are you poisoning her? It's too obvious. I want to go around the corner, but I can't. Looks like no. Did you like this video? Check out my other videos on my page Fun with Miko and don't forget to subscribe.